onto the air.
Yep.
Flying through the air with the greatest of ease.
Oh, and by the way, the Oingo Boingo brothers, and Chaka and Khan on Anubis and whatnot, those are skipped, as well as Mariah and the upcoming stand user will be facing after she's all done with her shtick.
Reminds me of the Death Note films, where they would just skip random chunks of the plot in the recap movies. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MehTV, and today, we're back to Meme Country with Jojo Bizarre Adventure 2. I don't know what I'm saying. Just
you would think that Don Cheadle would go on to Avdol, since
I didn't think his clothes looked as cool at the time, so I'm trying to be consistent.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, so last time Joseph and Avdol got hit with a magnetism stand as a result of the stand known as Bastet, or Bast in this context. And this time, they're about to have a bit of a unintentional homoerotic experience, and
they're about to run the three-legged race together.
Yep, and it's more of a homoerotic experience than the entirety of Joseph's relationship with Caesar.
The ambiguously gay duo.
Yep, pretty much. Are we all ready to go?
Yep, in 3, 2, 1. And by the way, yes, the thumbnail is a recreation of a screenshot from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Abridged.
That booty. I'm guessing they've never participated in a three-legged race.
Probably not.
I've done it back in field day in elementary school.
Yeah, I've done it before too.
And that was one of the easiest things to do. By the way, I hope you do like this 3D animation for the open, because until Stone Ocean, we're not getting them again.
Huh. Yeah, the 3D animation in this intro is better than the 3D animation that we see in the Devil May Cry show.
Everything about this anime is better than the Devil May Cry show.
Yes, but I'm specifically saying that, like, this here, this at least fits in with itself.
You know, the funny thing is that because I thought that this was really neat, when they initially put out the marketing for the 2016 Berserk anime, it looked like they were going to do a similar approach to how David Productions handled the 3D animation, but
yeah, they didn't wind up doing that.
I have to ask, why did they significantly ruin in the detail of the 3D models?
Too expensive, too long to render? I don't know.
Hey, there's a couple of gay guys just starting to stand up or something. I mean, come on. That this is just. You remember that I mentioned that in on April Fool's.
Yeah, sorry I was delayed. Just was in the middle of a
Sonic.
meeting.
What were you saying happened on April Fool's Day?
Okay, so on Toonami, they ended up airing the Japanese version of this episode instead of the English dub.
What episode are we on?
Episode 31,
Which stand battle?
Mariah.
Whoa, we're still on Mariah?
So,
Oh,
Alex,
come on,
Alex,
dance the night away.
you got a screen share.
Oh,
Yep. Yep. I'd rather not try to sync up right now.
oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, I guess I
can't
barely
even
missed
imagine.
anything.
I cannot even
we've-
imagine how they would have been able to recreate this in the 90s OVA.
I mean, considering how serious the 90 OPA is.
Hungry eyes will look at you
Oh,
in the
oh boy.
skies and God. Hungry
Stop!
eyes.
Yeah, this looks very wrong.
By surprise.
Abdul! This is entirely your fault!
Abdul.
Yeah, why are you stopping?
Stop freezing.
Hey, I told you there were a couple of gay guys over here. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the black dude looks like he's giving the old guy a blowjob.
That Gok 9000.
You're saying that he's got to get you off as hard as he can?
And believe it or not, Alex, it's about to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Oh, fucking.
And now it looks like the black guy's fucking it and the old guy in the ass.
Well, at least if she catches us like this, she won't be chasing after us anymore. If you're a maiden, dear God, I'm sorry.
I'd rather be maidenless.
And yeah, so the Japanese version and Unsho Ishizuka did say, "Help me, oh my god."
Yep. Help me. Oh my god.
There she is. Just imagine, for some reason, and I'm now imagining
Was that good for you, boys?
Believe me, I'm planning on writing a yaoi fan fiction based off of this.
No!
Surprise, bitch!
Did you not notice there were railroad tracks?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we have our stands and are as strong as trucks, because now...
Oh. Damn it.
Oh no.
I think you're gonna have to learn how to do some incredibly strong push-ups, Joestar.
Man, if only Jojo was here.
Jotaro would just look at the situation and be like, good grief. And then just punch Mariah.
I mean, to be fair, thank God for the villains, because
On my
imagine if
boys, you train by
the
CJ.
opponent swapped. Like, imagining how Polnareff and Jotaro handled this, both Abdul and... Like, I mean, both sides would be fucked. Like, I don't think Mariah would be able to handle Jotaro, and...
No, she would not.
And spoilers, I guess, Steph's user is not going to handle Joseph.
I'd start singing the song Evil Woman right now, but I don't remember it all that well.
Yeah, because... Yeah, and I'm assuming that the other guy, I don't know, Alessi, if he were to handle Joseph, that would actually be bad for him, because, if you played Heritage of the Future, and you probably know what's going to happen if Joseph...
Yep.
Which, honestly, if I could go back in time, and I would just say Araki. Like, Araki. I know you wrote this, I know you already wrote the story, but maybe you could, I don't know, switch Joseph and Jotaro's parts, maybe. I want to see Jotaro punch a woman.
We'll get that near the end of this.
I know. There's a vast lack of blood. Where's the splatter?
Cut to commercial.
We'll be right back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Man, imagine having your stand look like a freaking plug outlet. Fucking embarrassing.
If you're gonna smoke, you could have at least finished it.
No, you wouldn't. Oh, hey, look.
And they had to lift the fucking rail up. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys are strong.
Projectiles. Well, looks like it's time for some form of erotic asphyxiation.
Well, I'd say harder, daddies, but my lady boner's long gone.
Yeah, sorry, I'm only into blonde.
Her lady boner is exclusively on Dio.
Sorry, I'm only into blonde.
And you're not blonde in this version, Mr. Joestar.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Your imagination's running wild. Aww.
Damn.
What?
Why the
fuck?
Who stuffs? Why would you put them there? That must be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's an actual attack she could do in Heritage for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fun fact, the higher temperature goes with you keep fucking nuts and bolts in your tits.
Apparently.
She stuffed.
Yeah, the hotter the hotter you go with metal, it loses its ferric properties.
Ah, and that's the science lessons by Alex.
Yes. And the only reason I know that is because I was reading I think it was an Isaac Asimov book, and my dad pointed out that Asimov used a railgun to launch a molten piece of iron in the story, and he pointed out that, like, yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Oh.
And I still remember that factoid 20 years later.
Yeah. Instant GPS, go.
I was gonna say, Avdol, you should probably hide the fact that you've got one of those tracks strapped to your back. But okay.
He can't.
Meanwhile,
Tiny.
yeah, these guys are just.
This bit is unique to the anime.
Yeah.
Jotaro and Polnareff scene here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we need to know what they're doing.
Douche Canoe is kind of an anachronism for the time period, I'd think, but
Probably.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
considering
a
this takes place in the
neologism.
80s.
Yeah. I thought that
Yeah.
was a recent thing. The what?
Magnets,
Are those-
remember?
Okay, gold is not magnetic. Gold is not magnetic.
Well, I guess that wasn't
must
gold.
mean, yeah, that must mean that wasn't gold. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the Gamer24 says Hayato.
We're not at part 4 yet.
Yeah. That's gonna take a while. Fucking magnets.
How do they work?
I don't know, let's ask
I
Magneto.
am Iron Man.
Oh no, this poor guy.
His teeth went too?
I don't think, I guess, man, I guess that metal tooth must be on real good.
Fresh mango juice. Let me fly far away from here.
Mango refreshment.
Mango Wango.
I'm on part 4, episode 6 currently. Don't spoil. Won't spoil, don't worry.
We're on
okay.
part 3, dude. We wouldn't be able to.
That's what, yeah. Well, no, he's just saying that he won't spoil the rest of it for us.
Good.
I've seen
Thank
everything up to
you.
part 6.
Yeah, we've seen
I
it.
have not.
Yeah. I mean, I've read up to part. I mean, I'm read up to part 9.
You know, I've seen.
I'm way up.
There is a hentai dojin where the two of these where the two of these guys unleash their magnetism by double teaming Miss Mariah here.
Ow!
Yeah.
You'd probably be crushed by those two.
Power lines are made out of copper, aren't they? Or are they made out of...
I think so. Either there's something wrong
lines,
with these power lines.
high-tension lines are made out of steel. But those didn't look like high-tension lines to me, but I don't know.
Oh, dear. Oh. Bitch, you're like low tiering. Bitch, you're low tiering. Better take to the future. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Car.
Damn it, I just got out of the hospital. Plus, if you set the car on fire, the engine might explode.
Yep. Oh dear.
Those look like copper wires. Because they're brown.
Yeah. Huh. Here's something
no, I can see why the Dojin came to the conclusions that it did.
Fun fact, in Stem and Stan user, you actually can convince Mariah to join the side, switch sides.
Huh.
It's a random chance, but it's possible. Hey, look, y'all! Looks like the Dojin.
Well, looks like two handsome dudes get to double team a woman.
Okay.
Oof.
Omae wa mou shindeiru.
Yes. Damn, I think he's fucking dead.
Well,
man, world's most violent freeway.
Yeah. Nani? Yeah. Yes. Yes, all that dry humping and double teaming that woman back there has worked up quite an appetite.
Mirai is broken all bones.
All bones, you say? All bones.
Yeah.
Unable to recover, must retire.
So she's probably going to be eaten out of a straw for the rest of her life. Damn.
No, Polnareff, I think you'll find they've been having gay sex in public.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to this guy now.
hi, LSC.
Oh god. I know it's different times, but man, I hope this is gonna make people uncomfortable.
Yep.
What the fuck?
And
So let's just say that next episode, Polnareff's about to get back in touch with his childhood.
Gamer34 says, I hate this guy.
Yeah,
Everybody
we all
hates
do.
this.
I already don't like him. That's a weird fucking stand.
Want to make
yeah,
it? Want to know how I can make you hate this guy even more?
Is he a pedophile?
Well, he goes after. Well, he beats up children.
That's almost
so
as
I guess
bad.
he's yeah.
But you want to know? But what's worse is that he's voiced by John Allen.
Oh.
What'd he do again?
John Allen's a douchebag.
Okay, I guess I'll take your word on that.
Dude even got in on the Kick Vic drama by trying to do a Super Kami Guru impression and mocking the whole thing.
Oh god, I fucking remember that. That was cringe.
It was.
You can be a douchebag. You can be a dick. But please don't be cringe.
Yeah.
I'd rather hate you than feel sorry for you.
or be disgusted.
Yeah, no. I was like, that's part of the reason why I don't like DC Douglas, is because he's constantly doing shit that's, like, cringe and disgusting.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell DC Douglas is doing right now.
Not voicing Wesker.
I know.
We'll see the dickless panty waist in part.
I don't want
boy.
anybody else.
By the way, since we already got a bit into it, the young version of Polnareff in this episode is voiced by Erica Mendez.
Yep.
AKA Ryuko from Kill la Kill.
Yeah. Also, should we put Kill la Kill on the list or nah?
We'll probably consider putting Kill la Kill on the list, but it's going to be difficult for me to get the home release of it because Aniplex.
I will just send you a link.
Yeah,
I'm 99% sure I can just find a good download copy somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's like plenty of torrents and stuff.
Plus, the pirate sites do have the Blu-ray footage for the dub.
Excuse me. Yeah. Because I was gonna say I could just stream it, and then I remembered that I don't have that one. I have Akame ga Kill.
Netflix does not have the Blu-ray version, and on their for some reason, even though they have the Blu-ray version of this show.
Weird. Netflix is always consistent of the weirdest things.
So, since we are on the subject.
I think, let's see, it's on AniWatch, so... It's on AniWatch, so it's bad.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, they're kids, I'll let them slide.
Okay, so...
Whiskey soda in the morning. Now, genuine question, who's drinking a whiskey soda in the morning?
Alright, so to explain the name of the stand that they're going to be going up against, Set. It is the god of the deserts, storms, disorder, violence, and foreigners in ancient Egyptian religion.
Yes, he is the head of a giant aardvark, and he eats the moon.
He is the son of Geb the earth, and Nut, the sky. His siblings are Osiris and Isis and Nephthys.
Oh. Stupid dog, making me look bad. Oh dear. Oh,
fun fact, the VA for young Polnareff is in a relationship with the VA for Tammany from Part 4, from what I've heard.
That's Lucian Dodge. Lucian Dodge is the voice of Tamami.
God, he's got the old lady glasses.
Not Tamami.
Oh, God, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's thinking somebody else, because Tamami is voiced... Yeah, the user's thinking somebody else because Tamami is voiced by Frank Todaro. Oh, they're thinking of the actor who voices Toshikazu, a.k.a. Lucian Dodge.
Okay, look, you kids, whenever a man asks you these questions to put your hand on you, you should probably run.
Run to the hills, run for
Like, I mean, I know you guys hate the guy, but if we're... Well, yeah, okay, I'll
Set
give
had a
it this.
positive role where he accompanied Ra and his bark are to repel Upper Apophis as the servant of chaos. Set had a vital
Chaos.
role as a reconciled combatant. He was the lord. He was lord of the Red Land desert, or where he was the
Atta
balance to
boy.
Horus's role, all as lord of the Black Land, fertile land.
Huh. I'll give I'll give Ulysses' voice this, even if the guy is not a bad. He has the voice of a bad guy.
Yeah. In the Osiris myth, if the most important Egyptian myth, Set is portrayed as the usurper who murdered and mutilated his brother Osiris. Osiris's sister wife Isis reassembled his corpse and resurrected her dead brother husband. With the help of the goddess Nephthys, the resurrection lasted long enough to conceive his son and heir, Horus. Horus sought revenge on Set, and many of the Egyptian myths describe their conflicts.
Yep.
Hi, Iggy.
He gave you being a dog. Oh, I do Douglas.
The dickless panty waist. Which, by the way, Alex, sadly, the dickless panty waist is also in Rebirth of Soul's dub.
Lame.
I don't know how or why, but at the very least, he's playing a bit role and not playing somebody major.
Oh.
Nom 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 nom
I'll
nom.
be, eh.
Nom
Well,
nom 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 nom.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, Iggy stumbling upon this scene is unique to the anime.
yeah, but hey, let's give us a good time frame of when this is taking place. And Iggy is just, you know what? I guess this ain't my problem.
I like how
Iggy's-
looks up and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then he just walks away. Is like, "Nah."
This ain't my problem.
He's like, nah, this ain't worth it.
Yeah. Iggy's still in his little shit arc right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You would think Polnareff would be like, hey, Jotaro, I think somebody's... And then they'd both double team his ass.
I always
I mean...
Polnareff is just going to try to challenge the guy by himself.
Well, it's Polnareff. What do you expect? Not like he's always tried the 1v1 people he has no chance against. Every time. Like, literally every time. Always 1v1 people.
I definitely
Red,
believe you.
Whoops. You're about to see what his stand does.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
For some reason, I feel like I'm shrinking.
Running.
And suddenly my balls feel like they retracted back into my body.
I sound like an edgy teenager.
Leaving Polnareff alone is a recipe for disaster? Yes, it is.
It's
Well, I mean,
always-
nothing ever good happens whenever Polnareff is alone. Bitch. Wow, 2 child violence.
Why does he sound like Dojima in the Hi I'm Daisy comic dub?
I mean, we'll have to look. I mean, if that got credited,
Okay, somehow the stream hasn't gone down even though I got signed out of Restream.
oh,
Weird.
well, at least we don't need to restart anything.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't anyways. I'd just re-upload the video when we were done.
God! I've become prepubescent! So,
Yeah.
so Set essentially the longer Set is in contact with your shadow, the more he
get.
de-ages you.
Turn back time.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, fun fact: Inheritage of the Future, or Alex.
Yeah.
So, Inheritage of the Future, if you pit young Joseph, or if you pit Joseph against Alessi, a Set turns him into young Joseph Joestar.
Okay.
Basically, Joseph from part 2. Because, yeah, Joseph is really freaking old if you didn't realize, so. By making him dead, hey, basically it's young Joseph. He wouldn't, of course, he wouldn't have a stand, though.
You know, you look like somebody I know, but I'm just even though you
Johnny,
there's so much of a
Johnny,
even though you
Johnny.
bear a lot of a resemblance. Yeah, for some, I swear, you look like Polnareff, but you seem too young.
This would have been so cool if it actually happened in the story.
Everybody wants it to happen in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, you also could do that thing with in Severed Stand user as well. If you have a good friendship love with Joseph, but low enough with Polnareff, Joseph will be the one to look for Polnareff instead of you. Yeah, that's how.
Hey, Jotaro, there's a scumbag picking on that kid you were interacting with. Maybe
Not my
stop
problem.
walking away and help him.
Good grief, not
Damn
my
it,
problem.
Jotaro. You know, I feel like Jotaro's doing this on purpose in some way to spite Polnareff.
Maybe, or maybe.
What?
No, that just means you're an asshole. God, react count of child violence.
Okay, yeah, I could have swore there was a bigger guy behind me, but apparently not.
Damn, punted that kid straight to the roof. A gun.
That is an interesting looking suppressor.
Surprise, bitch.
So Polnareff was actually born with his stand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, stand kid of a kid would be the strength of a kid.
Little chariot is adorable. I agree.
Yes.
I always like to assume that maybe either Polnareff probably had his stand when he was a bit older, but I guess in this situation, stands usually pop up whenever the user's like in a life-threatening situation. So I just assumed. I guess Polnareff got to stand out
Well,
early.
either life-threatening situations or mastery of a craft.
Yeah, so I'm guessing probably as a kid in this situation, yeah, a mixture of both. Ow!
Oh, you fucking deserve that.
Ow!
Ask us about the hurt
hope you're
stonut.
I guess also I hope you're a fan of Tom and Jerry in a weird way.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, women. Oh, look. Oh no. Oh no, an adult. I can't.
That voice sounds familiar.
It
That's
does.
Carrie
I'm
Karanen.
trying. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have Ryuko and Satsuki.
And here's to you,
Oh yeah,
Mrs.
that's right.
Robinson.
Yeah, I'm so used to her yelling, that's why. Maybe that's why I didn't recognize her at first. I'm so used to her being angry and yelling all the time.
Like with Katsuka.
Yeah. Crotch sniffer. Oh god, that's right. We're in this scene.
Yep.
Ugh. God damn it, Japan.
Yep. God damn it, Japan.
Yeah.
Come on, little boy, I'm going to need you to strip.
Polnareff be like, I am an adult.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't know. Oh wait, I don't know what sex is, right?
What do you think?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
It's because your junk shrunk.
Ah!
I was
Damn it,
speechless
Japan.
this whole scene. Of course you were. Dirt. It's mostly just.
Yeah.
And here's to you, Mrs.
God damn it,
Robinson.
pull her, so fast.
I
that
swear
tongue
that
away.
this is. No, it's the fact that you're probably having a bit of a stiffy.
I mean, it's like he hasn't gone through he kind of reverted to puberty, and he's kind of half adult brain, half little boy brain.
No.
I haven't checked, and I'm not going to, but I have a feeling that the Dojin artists have probably had a field day with this scene too.
Yep.
Surprisingly none, actually.
Oh, so you've actually looked.
Look, man, surprisingly none. It's mostly yaoi, apparently. And
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. This is degenerate tips from Sonic. I don't know.
You know, we never.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
No.
I'm gonna.
Hey, wait a minute.
FBI, we need you here, stat.
FBI, open
Sorry, we're in Egypt. Well, how will Polnareff get out of this one, kid?
Oh boy!
Find out next time.
Boy, oh boy, man, oh boy, oh man, oh god, oh jeez.
Oh boy, Polnareff is
man.
in quite the sticky situation there, kid. How will we ever get out of this? Find out next time on Bizarre
We need to
Tales
lock this.
of Interest.
We need to lock this guy up and just use him to create immortality.
I mean, I guess. Nah,
Who
wait,
wants
I
to
can't
live
say
forever?
that. Part five.
Literally everybody.
Nah.
Are you a real child, or are you one of those fake children that's created by de-aging?
That is the question. Too bad the downside about that stand is apparently the fact that, you start losing your memory.
You'd only have to do it by, like, a couple of years.
Yeah. Fun.
Like,
I guess also here's...
If I could, like, go back and, like, stay between the ages of, like, 18 and 28 forever, I'd be alright with that.
Yeah, true.
Even if it meant that I had to relearn a few things here and there. Alright, like, that's where most of the stuff I know came from anyways, so... I'd already kind of learned enough by that point, so...
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
A man literally drowns a man.
Oh god, no.
You wonder where the lady was. Turns out,
yeah,
her.
Yeah. By the way, this won't be the last time we're gonna deal with stands that's gonna affect people's age.
Yeah, as seen with part 5.
Yeah, where we're gonna deal with the opposite. And arguably the older one's much more terrifying. Ow.
I'm outmatched, and I have my dick out.
Oh, dear. Yeah, drowning a child. Man, Dio
Why
really
couldn't
does
you
know
just-
where to find the biggest
Why couldn't you
scumbag.
just kill him the normal way with a gun?
Because he
Or a
needs to be
sword.
Tried
sadistic.
that earlier, but that didn't work, and
Why don't
and
you
so he
just
resorted to an
DH him
axe.
until he's fucking dust? You have to be
That's a
that
good
fucking
point.
cruel?
Yeah, he has to make sure that Set touches his shadow, Alex.
The thankful
But-
not alive, aka the Grateful Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, the Grateful Dead.
We'll
Man,
get
what a
to that
terrifying
when we get to
stand.
part 5. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, unlike this part, since the other parts are not had like split into a separate section.
Yeah, I think
And
like part 5 was
even though they're separated by Blu-ray sets, they're not really like. Oh wait, there's not really like a break between them except for part 6, since that was split into core format on Netflix.
Yeah, which then we'll get to how Netflix treated part 6 when we get to it.
Weirdly enough,
was that one of their Florida dubs?
Okay, no, it's not like the anime was
No.
bad. The anime was actually
No,
good.
that was-
It's more like
no,
the
no, no.
marketing.
No, that was still Bang Zoom that dubbed
Okay, good.
part 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because
Part
I was
6
gonna say is like because the thing is they signed this deal with SAG-AFTRA and then like shipped off all of their anime dubbing to fucking Florida, where they apparently can find SAG-AFTRA members to dub, but they all suck at their jobs.
Ugh. Yeah, it's mostly how part 6 was kind of marketed and
I mean,
how they handled
he's
the
gonna
release.
fuck.
Yeah, look, unless he's just being, sadistic. Oh, yeah. God.
You were trying to murder me 2 seconds ago. You were trying to murder me 2 seconds ago.
All is well, all fair in love and war. Yeah.
Not even a fucking
Not a
preemie?
baby.
You aged her
Not even a
down
baby.
You aged her down to fucking preemie levels?
Yeah.
Barely even a zygote?
Yeah, that's kind of fucking terrifying.
I'm thinking of pulling out the nuclear weapons now.
Yeah. And you know what the
Yeah.
fucked up part about this? She's probably still conscious. She's probably somewhat aware of what's going on. She's alive. Yeah, she's probably terrified of fuck. Imagine being turned into I'm just taking a shower one day and suddenly, boom, you're a fetus.
There you are, bathing a small child that you found on the side of the road, and then all of a sudden, you're a fetus. You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this. And yet there you are.
Man, being a non-stan user in the Jojo universe sucks.
And it's treated no differently than any other stand.
And the worst thing about it is Steph.
Average Explosion Enthusiast asks, what episode is this? We're on the second disc. This is the third episode, I believe.
Episode 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes to midnight to kill the unborn in the womb.
Oh, man. Yeah, but this is pretty terrifying.
Yep.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
Man.
Where do you find a key?
I don't know.
They usually leave those keys in those old doors so that they can lock them.
Well, shit.
How do you see that much through a tiny keyhole?
That is a very good question.
I asked that same question regarding Berserk.
Yeah. Or, you know... I mean, maybe if you're trying to force yourself, but even then, I don't think a kid could survive that fall. Like, your spine would shatter. I don't care if this is anime logic. A kid is not surviving that fall. Like, that 3-year-old would have to have an adamantium skeleton.
Here's Johnny.
Wait for it.
Oh, God. Oh, God, he's actually doing that.
Yep.
Oh. I'm Batman.
Did he hide underneath the bucket?
Alright, kids, time to play the game. Where did Polnareff hide?
Where is Polnareff?
Let's see if you can find out where he is before the show tells you.
Volk VR says, what? This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yep. In which we are in for a very bizarre time.
No, he can't. Why are you playing censored JJBA? That is because this is our attempt to get around the copyright filter, which has succeeded thus far.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't think
if you
anybody
wanna
would want to. And plus, I don't think YouTube would let us slide letting the show, you know, child kick.
Man of Steel and Superman the movie are both on here.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking about this particular episode because I have heard
And you can...
horror stories that whenever reactors got to this
Yeah.
episode, they got into some trouble because, you know, child dick.
I mean, like, they... Superman the movie shows full-on toddler penis.
Eh. I mean, so did Dragon Ball GT as well.
No,
And
I mean
Dragon Ball.
like a real human.
Oh.
Yeah. Seems YouTube cared more about a fictional character than they cared about an actual human being.
Well, that's on the
just like every
YouTube
other
movie
just like
service
modern
too.
day.
So like you have to pay for that.
Of course.
So just like any other social justice warrior on Twitter, let's care more about people and fictional characters' anatomy than actual people's anatomies. Let's complain about how this fictional woman's boobs are bigger than her head.
What? There's a fake wall.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ow!
Man, that's fucking a nose piercing.
Jesus.
Death.
Oh, that little bit of Polnareff's earring falling off, that was so you the anime. For a reason that's to do with hindsight. Oh, hi, Jotaro.
Hey, you know it's not healthy to go jumping out of windows.
And he's posing dramatically.
Gotta strike a pose.
He's just posing for assert dominance. Alright, power of gaslighting, go.
Dick Nabbit!
I got it. Jonathan. Fun fact, Fun fact, everyone's got a different animation whenever they get hit by that stand in here to the future. Of course, if you're playing as Jotaro, Joseph...
It's suddenly getting...
My voice is almost
higher.
It's almost as high-pitched as that of a regular man's voice.
Yeah.
No, but I do have the ability to use this gun.
Well, you're about to see...
I summon my gun in attack mode.
Oh, Alex.
Fun fact, Heritage of the Future, you actually can play as Kid Jotaro as well. Yeah,
Yep. He got his ass kicked so hard that he fell unconscious. And guess what? His Satan's effect wore off. What happened? You're gonna get a double dosage of ass whooping now. Look at that shit-eating green and Star Platinum has.
Bye, Leslie. We'll never see you again.
Dio's blasting off again!
Out of commission. 38. That man was 38 years old. Single.
My sexiness.
Oh, thank God, I'm not a fetus. Man, that was the weirdest ass dream. I was a fetus, found this little boy. I think there was an axe involved.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah.
Kiss her, you fool!
Probably the only time Polnareff ever got lucky.
But
dumbass!
I'm guessing
Come
he
on,
feels
what kind
guilt.
of wingman are you, Jotaro?
Look. I mean, considering that he's kind of in the middle of something right now.
I feel like Polnareff was doing that just so she wouldn't pursue him.
Yeah. Especially during the time when we got Stan users left and right coming after him.
You dumbass, you better go back there when you're done.
He doesn't need
Spoiler,
to.
he doesn't.
Yeah. He replaces the earring.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look.
We were patiently waiting for you.
Side questing.
Tish. Over chariot. And then the gang had lunch. Or brunch. Fork your hands, go!
Come on, chop!
Holy shit, that man just broke a camera.
We gotta wait for it to develop.
And that's where our final boss is.
Yep. So now they know where they gotta go. So now they know they gotta find that building.
We're almost at the end times, boys.
Well, for this specific journey.
Yep. We're not at the apocalypse yet.
No.
That's way later. Because we can't trust the church in anime. Nope.
Oh no, it's the Catholic Church.
Like, seriously, every anime I've watched, it's always that the church is evil. JRPGs, evil church. Like, angels are assholes. Or God's a dick. The East seems to really hate Christianity. I mean, the West seems to really hate Christianity for some reason.
Because of course they do.
See, the thing is that typically large organizations tend to be behind conspiracies, and well, you know, it stands to reason.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure, but
My mom's told me that there was like this strange thing going around where
That's an
oh boy,
interesting.
it's time for my favorite arc.
my mom's been telling me that apparently the church is that some church is expect you to kind of give like part of your income to them. And to which I'm like, yeah, no.
I already give the Egyptian gods 10%. Why should I give you 15?
Yeah. Yeah. Then again, but yeah, either conspiracy theories or yeah. Either the church, it's always the church is either hiding some deep dark secret, the nuns are secretly demons, the priests are actually hiding something in the basement.
The nuns are succubi, the priests are demons, and they're all hiding the orgy pit in the basement.
This isn't fate. No, really, that's actually a thing in fate. Yeah, literally, a nun's a demon.
Oh,
She hides.
Alex.
She's actually a part of a sex cult.
Oh,
Alex.
We're about to get our thumbnail, aren't we?
Yep.
Yep. It's time to drink some tea. So serious. Me and the boys just... Yeah. Four iced teas.
And now for the manliest way to drink iced tea ever.
The black outline of their eyes.
And the scoreboard says...
Boom, boom, boom. Ah, fuck you, Germany. America, England, Japan, and France all gave it 10 points, but Germany gave 7.4. After
I like
all,
that
their
little
drinking is the
reference.
finest drinking in the world.
I get it. Japan, America, France. Three countries that are
Liquid
associated.
Snake, is that you?
Oh my god.
Hello,
Hello,
brother.
dear.
Oh, I don't see any
yes.
snakes among your party.
And yes, this joke works in the Japanese version because he's voiced by Liquid Snake in Japan as well.
Yep. And now
This
we're going
is
He
to...
Daniel
even
J-
looks a bit like a snake.
By the way, I forgot to mention the reference for Alessi. He was named after the Alessi brothers.
I think you did mention that.
Oh, he did.
I
but,
didn't.
Yeah,
And
no.
as for Daniel J. Darby here, he is named after
Terrence Trent
He is-
D'Arby.
yes, but Terrence Trent D'Arby will come up later.
Yeah. But yeah, now we're going to my favorite
So
band arc.
when I met at Cam Clark at Kineticon on one year, or he ended up being like, when I approached him with Jojo, he's like, "Wait, who did I voice in this?" I'm like, "You voiced Daniel J. Darby," and then he's like, "Hey, which one was that?" I'm like, "The poker episode." He's like, "Oh, that one." Cam Clark does not have as great a memory as for voice roles.
Well, he does a lot of work, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
so,
an
I mean-
average paycheck for him.
For us, this was probably
Like,
one of the best
he
roles
only-
he's done. For him,
He
this
only
was
really
just
remembers
Tuesday.
roles. I feel like he only really remembers roles that he comes back to. This was only like a two-parter,
Yeah.
or so.
And considering that none of the JoJo games have dubs,
Yeah. So, it's understandable in that way. And then I also had to remind him that one time when he voiced Puck in Berserk, and specifically in Sword of the Berserk Guts Rage, he didn't know what NSFW was when I first met him, and I was like, I showed him the Berserk manga, and I was like, it's NSFW from the first chapter. And the person that was with
That
him at
almost
the
sounds
con
like his
to-
Master Miller voice, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, I don't want your
Gimme,
money.
gimme,
I
gimme.
want you to play a game.
Oh, you
It's
should hear
time.
how.
Brother, it's
hear-
time to duel.
You should hear Anthony Sardina's voice for Darby in the abridgment. He does a pretty good job for this character.
I believe you.
And the funny thing is that in the abridgment, Joseph was offering a picture of himself naked for Darby,
I remember that.
and Darby's like, "How recent was that picture?" Very, very recent.
It was featured in Dilf's Monthly.
No. It was featured in G Dilf's magazine's top 10 and sexiest, most fuckable grandpas.
Yeah.
He was
I
number
couldn't
one,
remember.
beating both He was number one, beating both Monkey D. Garp from One Piece and Uncle Iroh from Avatar.
Fair choices.
Jesus fucking Christ, you really do love gambling. No, there's
Yeah.
nothing
That's the
thrilling
thrill,
about
man.
that. That's fucking boring.
And ultimately, he not only wants their souls, but he also actually wants a picture of Joseph naked.
Fun fact, in 7 standard user,
This
you
is
can
a-
actually win this bet.
This is this is one of the games from the early chapters of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
Yeah, hope you're
You
a
can see
fan of...
where Kazuki Takahashi got some inspiration from.
Yeah, if you're a fan of those gambler
Anyway,
manga series, like
so it
you
should
know,
be
Kaji-
blatantly obvious that Darby is our stand user, or they got to fight.
Yeah.
His
So-
sideburns look like Exodia's face.
So his stand is called Osiris. You know, Osiris, the heaven dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, we kind of just talked about him. Osiris in
Yeah.
a bit.
Osiris was the god of fertility, agriculture, the life, the dead, resurrection, life, and vegetation in an ancient Egyptian religion. He was classically depicted as a green-skinned deity with a pharaoh's beard, partially mummy, wrapped at the legs, wearing a distinctive Atef crown and holding a symbolic crook. Okay, and flail. Oh, he was one of the first to be associated with the mummy rap. When his brother Set cut him to pieces after killing him with her sister Nephthys, is Osiris' sister wife Isis searched Egypt to find each part of Osiris. She collected all but one, Osiris' genitalia. She then wrapped his body up, enabling him to return to life. Osiris was widely worshipped until the decline of ancient Egyptian religion during the rise of Christianity in the Roman Empire.
Hmm.
And he is and Osiris was the eldest son of Geb.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense considering.
Nut.
You'll fall is mine.
And Osiris takes the defeated soul.
So this is the devil went down to Cairo.
In a way.
The devil went down to Cairo. He was looking for a soul
So,
to
hope-
steal.
Hope you're a fan of Kaiji the Gambler.
He was
I don't know, what was that
and
one?
way behind and looking to make a deal. Polnareff flavored chewing gum.
Now he's a coin.
This literally is an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is.
It's his poker face. Poker face.
Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face.
Why
I'm a man of wealth and taste.
Do you remember what you were doing August 13th, 1976? Well, how am I supposed to remember something so far away? Fine, I'll take a more eventful time for you. Oh, yes. Do you remember what you were doing September 11th, 2001? Go fuck yourself!
Yep, and this was his cat.
Oh, but I did, good sir. I did fuck myself. And you know when I did it? 9/11.
Yeah, his whole thing is not cheating if you don't get caught.
Yeah. And the thing is,
All right,
is
listen
Daniel
here,
J-
you son of a bitch. I'm going to bet that I am going to shoot you in the face. And you're going to bet that I'm not. No.
I wasn't even alive.
Not being alive. Is that why you have these sideburns? On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too
Look at
tired
all
to
those
sleep,
chips.
so we took turns staring.
look
The
at all
window
those
at the
souls.
darkness, and then it broke the silence, and we began to speak.
You know, it really does make you wonder how does Dio come in contract with some of these guys?
You know, I wonder how much effort it would be to turn this into an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!
We need gangrene.
Just to take a certain character and insert him into this.
Unfortunately, we need gangrene.
Well, you don't have him or little Karibo, but the best part is, you've got the next best thing right here. Because it's time to duel.
If Yugi was a stand user, what would we call it?
Dark Magician?
He is a stand user. His stand is
Is that a
himself.
musical reference?
No, you're a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world.
So how do you
Life's
feel about
fantastic.
Cam Clark's voice as this character?
It's really good.
Yeah, I have to imagine what might have been the draw for Cam Clark here was the fact that his Japanese counterpart in Metal Gear was in here.
Metal Gear.
There was Derby minigames in the Jojo video games.
Yeah.
In the original Japanese version, he would always say like good.
Good. Excellent, brother.
Here he just says okay. Don't let him do that.
Whiskey.
Oh, I do like how this was also handled in seventh stand user.
Oh dear. You'll see why.
Did he, is he scoring
Yep.
glass?
You'll see what he did.
That's just a waste of good whiskey, because now it's going to taste all coppery. How did you manage to set that down?
Well,
He's just that good.
Did he replace them with sponges?
No.
yeah, you'll figure it out. Let's see if you can figure out how well he is at cheating.
Use your robot hand, dumbass. No!
Oof.
And in case you're wondering, Alex, no, he can't use on to cheat his way to victory because even non-Hamon users can see Hamon.
Yeah.
Somebody actually tried to suggest that Joseph use Hamon here. That would have guaranteed his loss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You sure about that?
Juan Kenobi? Oh, I'm sorry, Garby.
RB.
You know that's not my name. Okay, Gumby. Have either of you seen the Gumby movie?
No?
No.
Yeah, he's chowing down on some chocolate.
We should do that. How is that chocolate still solid?
This is sus already, Alex.
I think we need
This
to
is
throw him.
very, very sus. You'll never guess what he did, Alex. Holy acid trip!
Did he add some kind of surface thickener to it?
No?
Let's see. Go ahead, Mr. Joestar.
No, you gotta say it like this. Go ahead, Mr. Joester.
Go ahead, Mr. Joestar.
His
That's only in
beard
the
has
Japanese
turned
version.
yellow. Look at that.
Everybody's color has changed. Oh god, oh man! Oh god, oh man! Oh god, oh man!
Oh, man, the pressure.
Good God, get on with it!
Yes, get on with it!
Yes, get on with it!
Oh, never mind.
He died.
Even though Joseph didn't outright say he admitted defeat.
Aww.
All right. A snake would know all about
You remember what you were doing
tails.
5 years ago? You remember 5 years ago while I was getting on with showgirls in Vegas, you were throwing rocks at tanks?
All right. Okay, Jotaro. It's time. Is he gonna do it? Is he about to do it?
Nope. Look at that
Ooh.
chocolate. So that's how he won. It all makes sense.
It really
how did
does.
he win? Simple. First then we cut to a Rule 63 image of Jotaro and Owen Dio pressing their breasts against one another, or with the Monty Python intermission theme playing. Intercourse. Yeah. Small enough we couldn't see it.
Yeah.
He literally moved out of the way of the sun.
Clever man.
All right. So, Jotaro, it's time for you to sit down at that table, drink the entire rest of that shot of his crotch was definitely necessary.
Time to play some poker.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, Jotaro, it's time for you to sit down, drink the rest of that bottle of whiskey, and challenge him to the rest of this fight.
Seriously, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is able to make a poker game intense. You're about to see why.
Yeah.
Like how they kind of cut the credits a little bit short there.
Yep.
They're not even playing the rest of the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because the remainder of the credits was playing. Okay.
Pick a card, any card.
Hmm.
And your next card is going to be, this must be the work of an enemy stand.
Oof.
Are you retarded or something? Just who the hell do you think I am? I'm Jotaro Kujo, you son of a bitch.
Interesting bit for the letterboxing earlier,
Yeah.
but
Also, no opening.
but it also helps that it's meant to be a part of the that's meant to be is sort of, it's kind of something that Samurai Jack did it, as we saw. Oh, watch this. Darby's sense of touch is going to be an important factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of what makes his
So our two players here are both going to know exactly what the other one has, huh?
not really.
Essentially, yeah.
I have to imagine how many people would be like, how do you make a poker game? How are you going to make a poker game entertaining?
Okay, so I'm going to request
Ooh.
specifically that you watch Casino Royale and The
I'm
Gambler.
talking about the yeah. Oh.
Something magicians are known for, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I could have broken a lot more. Could have even gone into a penalty game if you wanted.
Yeah, let's just let this rando kid.
This ain't Burger
Brought to you
King.
by Burger King.
What the fuck?
He's splitting them.
So their chips are now... Oh dear.
Funnily enough, in Eyes of Heaven, in the Jojo's Bizarre Adventure 3D fighter, or a 3D Arena 2v2 fighter, or Jotaro has to confront Darby again as Darby he ends up
Taking the part
ends up
6
taking
protagonist.
Jolene's soul. Jolene being the main protagonist of Part 6 and Jotaro's daughter.
Osiris.
And weirdly enough, Darby in that particular instance was playing fair from the get-go. And you could happen to find him in Morio.
Yep.
I'm gonna need some collateral on that soul. Mine's worth a lot more than theirs is. Maybe you could add your soul to the mix too.
Oof.
I'm gonna have to ask that you, take your fucking shirt off.
Why?
I want to make sure you got nothing up your sleeves.
Yeah.
You will never get as what's going on here. Ooh.
3 kings.
Yeah. Oh.
Jotaro's not even gonna look at his cards.
Those chips changed positions between shots.
Hmm.
You're gonna see the Galaxy Brain level play that Jotaro's gonna employ.
Who? Where'd you get those other white chips from?
They were underneath the table. And since Abdul is present and he is viable to be betted on.
True.
He gave consent.
Jotaro literally asked Abdul, if he's...
Guys, what the fuck is this about?
Oh no, Alex.
Does that kid go on to become somebody?
No.
Oh dear.
Yeah. This kid was in on it
he's-
too.
That's why he's playing ball on top of the hill.
Yep. Yep.
Well, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
You'll see.
No, you see, I have a star.
Oh, but he does.
The dogs.
No.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Okay.
Costume. No hesitation.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Smoke weed every day.
Look at that! Star Platinum just lit the cigarette. You remember as early as episode 1, Star Platinum was quite the kleptomaniac,
Yep.
and you didn't even see him coming. Even when with a fellow stand user.
Yeah, even when you're staring right at him.
Maybe.
Oh, just you wait, Alex.
Just
you
you
wait.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Now, why are you sweating, kid?
Yep.
Yes, he could have.
Yeah.
You are not the king of games, Darby. You're not from ancient Egypt.
Kick his ass, Jotaro. Oh, says Seto Kaiba. Hey, look, he got a juice.
He's got himself a fruity drink.
Hold it.
Oh. Here we go.
I thought he was going to raise up the thingies.
Yup, his mom. I mean, fair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
No, I've just fucked everybody on this.
Call or fold, Darby? What's it gonna be, Darby? What's it gonna fucking be?
Call or fold, Gumby. What's it gonna fucking be? My
Make your
name's
move,
not
man.
Gumby. Oh wow, you folded those cards pretty good. I'm assuming that means you folded. I get everything.
Come on, what's good, man? Come on. Show them pockets. Come on, show me them hands. Run them hands.
Caw, caw, caw.
This better be the last hand because those cards are fucked up.
Yep.
Like a pig. Like his hair's even turning gray. Wow, he's literally scaring him till his hair's white.
All right, Undertaker. Oh, I love how Jotaro's cards are still on the table.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Jotaro bullshitted his way to victory.
And here I was expecting to see all 5 pieces of Exodia.
No, it has to be all 6 pieces, because remember the third leg.
Oh, right. Hey, a good bluff wins just as good as a good hand. Oh my god. Yep.
And after that major defeat, all of the souls that Darby captured have now been freed.
Literally mind break. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head out a bit early right now, so.
Yep.
Alright, man.
See ya.
I think we only have 2 episodes left.
No, we only have 1 episode left on this disc.
Oh, okay.
But I'm good. Well, I guess good night, you two.
Nice. Yeah, I'll see you around, Sonic.
This was fun.
Yep. It always is.
Yep. I think we only got two discs left worth of this variant of Meme Country. And now,
Oh god, it's that kid again.
yep, Boingo. Whole Horse and Boingo. So this chapter, dubbed Shooting Dio, took place in the manga before or the Darby fight and after Alessi.
Huh.
Here it takes place after the Darby fight. Now, this segment, and it was in the OVA, was in the 2000s OVA. However, the thing is that Whole
Oh dear.
The thing is that Whole Horse. It was shown as the context was that Whole Horse was reporting Ing Polnareff's betrayal to Dio, but he seemed to have remembered it as though it were a dream. Funnily enough, Whole Horse actually does appear in the spin-off manga for Crazy Diamond and from part 4, but that's for later. Sup, Dio? You sure about that?
Are you sure about that? That's interesting.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, which also showcases why Dio will not be some of his vampiric powers, like freezing somebody, or Space Ripper stinging eyes.
Okay.
Because some people have actually asked about that in Stardust Crusaders. Plus, the freezing technique
whole horse with no name.
Dio is literally just waiting for him and be like, "You gonna shoot me or what?"
You're gonna break your wrist firing at that angle. Pull the fucking trigger already!
He's visibly intimidated. Because keep in mind, Whole Horse is still a coward. Oh boy. Yeah, Dio was just actively fucking with him. Yep. Yeah.
Well now.
I find it interesting how surprisingly engaging Whole Horse can be as a recurring character.
Hmm.
Like, I'd actually want to read the Crazy Diamond The ones where Whole Horse is Josuke. Somebody tried to make a literal version of this opening where it's essentially, but the lyrics are what's going on screen.
Okay.
Kind of similar to the Friends on the Other Side, but the lyrics are what's happening. And trust me, that sketch is actually quite hilarious. Whole Horse and Boingo, Part 1.
You stupid fucking punks. Shot through the years and you're to blame. I already went over Boingo's stand in last time we were doing this. So I won't need to go over Boingo's abilities. That's a very good question. Sometimes I ask that myself.
Very sad. Yep. Well, that's because he got the monkey's paw treatment. Oh, we see nipples.
Huh.
I'm like, don't tell me he gave into pressure.
Ow, I just dislocated my hip to do that.
Whole horse be like, what the fuck?
No, you won't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The fuck is that on his arm?
Hmm. Well, shit. Just imagine that Dio underneath an umbrella is just dancing around just to pour salt onto their wounds. Just imagine that, Alex. And his model is as jank as the VR models. So what kind of chin do you think he has?
That. You're not Solid Snake. I still see you.
He got a new cigarette. Somehow.
What? That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's not going to work out the way the kid thinks it's gonna.
Your aim is that of a stormtrooper's, even when you can control the trajectory of the bullet. What consequences? Well, in hindsight, it will end up being correct.
Hmm.
Because Polnareff just loves picking fights. Polnareff just happens to always know when someone's stalking them. That's true. Yep. You gotta believe that whole horse just randomly explodes. You didn't believe hard enough, bitch. I presume you haven't seen Parappa the Rappa.
No.
Well, just say yes. This is so stupid. Ow!
Jesus.
Hell yeah. Hey, why is that rando sticking in his... This is awkward. And that's where we ended up for the night.
And we just get a unique ending.
Yeah, similar to the Oingo Boingo OND.
Yeah.
So in case you were wondering where we'd be if we were watching the OVA version of this, is the OVA after Darby, he skips this and in a later fight, or then a couple other fights. Yeah, interpreting it is indeed tricky.
Okay then. Well, 2 weeks from now, I guess I'm going to be finding out what the fuck is going on here.
Yep. We will see we'll see you all next week for the last viewing of Batman the Animated Series, which may be followed up by the viewing of Mystery of the Batwoman.
Yes.
And tomorrow is the Metcast, where I'll be streaming Banjo-Tooie.
I'm going to still be playing The Last of Us. I need research. Anyways. Huh?
Never mind.
You're gonna say I could play something else, aren't you?
I don't know.
I mean, I could play something else. I can always play something else. But, yeah.
You need research material, as you said.
Yeah. So.
Which, by the way, since you might also need research material in the form of a certain devil that may or may not cry.
Oh, well, I don't intend to do any more research than Adi Shankar did, although I have played all of the games.
Recently?
Not recently, just, you know, I have played, well, I haven't played all the games, I must stress. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, and the reboot, but I have not played DMC5 yet.
You need to play DMC5. You need to remedy that.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I do have it. I just haven't played it yet.
Anyway.
Bye, everybody.